हेलो एवरीवन, लेट्स स्टार्ट टुडेस टॉपिक फॉर सीए फाउंडेशन। हम लास्ट लेक्चर में देख रहे थे बिजनेस मैथमेटिक्स का हमारा टॉपिक चैप्टर नंबर 2 है विच इज रिगार्डिंग इक्वेशंस। एंड प्रीवियस लेक्चर में हमने बात की थी लीनियर इक्वेशंस फॉर टू वेरिएबल्स एंड इन दैट वी डिस्कस टू मेथड्स. One method was cross multiplication, another method was elimination. Now today we are going to discuss linear equation in three variables. The format of the equation is same. The format is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. So this is the format. Yes, this is the format for the given equation, and here we need to find the value of x, y and z. A, B, C and D are the four variables in the given equation, whereas x, y and z are the unknown variables. Again, there are two methods, same methods, elimination and cross multiplication, but because of this extra variable or the third variable z, there will be few changes, or we can say some additions while we are solving this type of question. So let us start with an example. An example which is given here is 2x minus y plus z is equal to 3. So we can write it as second equation is x plus 3y minus 2z minus 11 equal to 0. These are the three given equations as per the question. Now we need to find the value of x, y and z. So we can select any two equations, whichever equation you like. You can select 1 and 2, you can select 2 and 3, you can select 1 and 3, any two equations out of the given three equations. So let us go in the given flow. We can select equation 1 and 2. You can select any other one, but I am selecting equation 1 and 2. Now we have to target a particular variable which we want to or we wish to eliminate. So I am eliminating or targeting variable z. To target or to eliminate variable z, I will be using the same logic which we were discussing in the previous lecture. In the last lecture, linear equation for two variables, we saw that if you wish to eliminate a particular variable, you should make its coefficient equal. So we will be multiplying equation number 1 with the number 2, because here the coefficient of z is 2 and here the coefficient of z is 1. So this equation, after getting multiplied by 2, it will become 4x minus 2y plus 2z minus 6 equal to 0. This is equation number 4. Or let it be, if you don't give the equation, then also it is okay. Equation 2 was like this. Done? Now we can just simply add both these equations as we did yesterday. 5x plus y, this will be cancelled, minus 17 equal to 0. Now this is equation number 4. Okay, this is equation number 4. What next? We will again select any two set of equations. See, 1 and 2 we have already selected, so now we should target 1 and 3 or 2 and 3, any of the following. So let us select 2 and 3. Again eliminating the same variable as we did previously. If you eliminated z in these two equations, you have to compulsorily eliminate or target the same variable z. Otherwise you won't be able to solve the equation any further. So we are targeting variable z. Now this time we have to multiply this equation by 2. So what do we get? I am writing that part here. We will get 2x plus 6y minus 4z minus 22 equal to 0. And equation 3 will be written as it is without any change. Again, simply add the two equations. What do you get? 5x plus 4y, this is cancelled, minus 23 equal to 0. This is your equation number 5. Now, again, you have to solve equation 4 and equation 5, and thus you will be able to find the value of x in the same manner as we did yesterday. We had linear equation in two variables. See, these are the two variables and these are the two equations. So if there are two variables, you need two equations. If there are three variables, you need three equations. That we already saw and discussed. So now we will solve these two equations. 5x 4y minus 23 equal to 0. This is equation 5. I can simply subtract equation 5 from equation 4. This will be cancelled. 1y minus 4y minus 3y plus 23 minus 17 plus 6. Now solving it further, this will become minus 3 equal to minus 6, y equal to 2. Once you get y, you can put it in any of these equations, either in 4 or in 5, you can get x. 5x plus 8 minus 23 equal to 0. Plus 23 minus 8, plus 8 minus 23 is minus 15. It will go that side. So 5x will be equal to 15. Therefore, x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. Now you put both these values in the given equation in the question, x and y. You will easily get set. Done. So this is the method of elimination in case the linear equations are given in three variables. So I hope this is clear. So now we can move further to cross multiplication method. Again we will take the same example, but we will solve by using cross multiplication method. We got z equal to 3, y equal to 2. Again we will be using that determinants method which we were doing yesterday. In the same manner we will be presenting x minus y z minus 1. Now if you hide x, this will be minus 1 plus 1 minus 3, 3 minus 2 minus 11 minus 2 plus 4 minus 1. Okay, we can solve it like that, but the method will be too lengthy. I think because you have to present it in the, you don't have to make any presentation as such. आपको तो MCQ पैटर्न से सॉल्व करना है. You should not follow this method in exam. You should always try to put the values from the options into the given equations, because this method is too lengthy. I don't think it is worth, because first you have to put the values like this, then you have to solve this determinant. Solving this determinant means again another process, plus minus plus. This will become too lengthy, so I don't think you should prefer this method. Just let me check if they have given some shortcut to that, or this is the only method possible. They have written it directly. The solution of this, they have written it directly, but I think, okay, let me try. There is a different way. The method I am following is very lengthy. I try to follow the method which they have presented, and let us see what happens. They are saying is, first present the equation in this manner: 2x minus y plus z minus 3 equal to 0. Next, equation. First they have selected the first two equations and then they are solving it by cross multiplication. So they are treating this whole part as constant. This will make the calculation shorter compared to the traditional method. They have taken this part as constant. So this is now you have to assume it as if it is an equation, linear equation in two variables. ठीक है, आपको उसको वैसे ट्रीट करना है जैसे कि ये एक लीनियर इक्वेशन हो दो वेरिएबल में और इसको मानना है कांस्टेंट. अब उन्होंने क्या किया, द सेम फ्लो x अपॉन माइनस वाई अपॉन 1 अपॉन, इसको कांस्टेंट की तरह ट्रीट कर लिया. डिटर्मिनेंट की वैल्यू ले ली, x को छुपा दो, -1 z माइनस 3 -2z -11, and then you can cross multiply and solve. So they have taken this method. No doubt it is just assumption based, means this is just a setup. जो जुगाड़ किया उन्होंने, तो this is just a जुगाड़ और a setup जिससे वो आंसर निकाल पा रहे, nothing else. So I don't think this method is worth practicing. So you can either solve by elimination, that is the best method, or trial and error, that you put the values and you try to get the right hand side value. अगर आपका आंसर आ रहा है उससे, that is okay, डन है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. इसमें एग्जाम्पल है. नाउ आई थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट. एग्जाम्पल नंबर 2. In example number 2, the equations are not given in the standard format. See, I will give you the hint, then you try. This is the format in which the equation is given. Now, how to solve it, because it is not in the standard form of ax plus by plus c. So, we will use the method of assumption. We can assume 1 by x as u. You can take anything, p, q, r, u, v, w, anything. u, v, w. The entire equation is now available in the given format. So they have assumed the equation. This is the first equation. Then you can change the remaining equations. The second equation will look like this. Third equation will look like this. 3u plus 2v minus 1w. See, these are the equations which are visible or available in the required format. Now you have to do the same what you did in previous sum. Use the elimination method, use hit and trial, and then you can solve. And in at the end, whatever value you get, suppose you are getting the value u is equal to -3, but u is equal to 1 by x. Therefore, x will be equal to -1 by 3. So last step you have to do this, because जब भी आप सब्स्टिट्यूशन करते हैं एट द एंड आपको वो वैल्यू वापस से पुट करनी होती है. दैट इज अ बेसिक कंसेप्ट. ओके, नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल 3 यू कैन ट्राई, एंड देन यू हैव एक्सरसाइज C of unit 1. So if you are comfortable with this method or the elimination part, then you can easily solve the exercise. Now exercise 1C and 1D is given together and it is on the same topic. So it is now your part how much you can practice, and whatever doubts you are having you have to bring it to me. Let us see what is in the next topic, or shall we take it in the next lecture. Again in 2.1.6, the problem leading to simultaneous equation. Now what they have done is, again they have not given the equations directly, they have given you the situation. You have to first frame the equation so that you can solve the equation. So we will do the example and then you can try the sums given in the exercise. See, the illustration is given on page 2.12. Illustration 1. If the numerator of a fraction is increased by 2 and the denominator by 1, it becomes 1. Let the fraction be x upon y. Therefore, if it is increased by 2 and the denominator is increased by 1, this becomes 1. This is given. This is your first equation. or this is the first information through which you can make your first equation. And the next one is, again, if the numerator is decreased by 4, this looks very easy, and the denominator by 2, sorry, is y, you get half. From this you can make your second equation. You will have to rearrange the terms in the format of ax plus by plus c. Then you can solve both the equations and get the final answer. So इतना difficult नहीं होगा. Even यहाँ से आप values put करके भी answer निकाल सकते. So exercise 1E, I think it is a detailed exercise which is based on this part only. So you will have to try the exercise once, and then whatever queries are there, we can discuss that. Okay, 2 illustrations are also there after this. So let me complete all the 3 illustrations. Then you can try the exercise. आपको थोड़ा सा hint मिल जाएगा. Illustration 2 में क्या है? The main art here is how to frame the equation. That is the best part. If you are not able to frame the equation, then all the methods you have learned is of no use. The age of a man is 3 times the sum of ages of his 2 sons. Let the ages of 2 sons be x and y. Let it be this way. The age of a man is 3 times the sum of the ages of his 2 sons. Therefore, age of father is 3 times the sum of his son's age. Done? And 5 years hence. 5 years hence means after 5 years from today, the age will be double the sum of their ages. See, after 5 years, what will be the situation? Age of sons will be x plus 5 and y plus 5. Therefore, age of father will be equal to double the sum of the age of his sons. This x plus y plus 10. So now you have the equations. You can use them and you can solve. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. You can use them and solve and get the value of x and y. Let us move on to the third illustration. A number consists of 3 digits, of which the middle one is 0 and the sum of the other digits is 9. Okay. So number at units place, because it is a 3-digit number, this will be the units place, this will be the tens place, and this will be the hundreds place. Okay, this multiply by 1, multiply by 10, multiply by 100. Units place be y and hundreds place be x. The reason being the middle number is 0. This middle number is 0. So what will be the number? The number will be looking like this: 100x plus 0 plus y. So it is 100x plus y. The sum of the digits of the number is 100x plus y. Then the sum of the other digits. Okay, sum of the other digits means this. This is x, this is y. The number is 100x plus y, and the sum of the digits. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. But you have to solve both the equations and get the value. So this is the best part. कभी भी ये numbers places वाला कोई question आए, you just remember this point. Units, tens and hundreds, guaranteed आपका आंसर आ ही जाने वाला है. आप ये 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करना मत भूलना. और अगर ये होता तो 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ता साथ में. But that would have been converted into a 3 variable equation. तो x, y, z आ जाता. but this is a two variable equation. Okay, done. So now you can try exercise E of unit 1. That won't be a problem now. Majority of the questions you will be able to solve, and whatever the doubts are there, we will be taking a separate session for the doubts as well. So no need to worry for that. So this is it for today. We have completed finally the linear equation, all the topics related to the linear equation, and in the next lecture we will be starting quadratic equation. Okay, thank you so much.